Good morning, dear children. Welcome to the online classes of St. Lawrence School. Today I am going to teach chapter 2 of Civics of class 9th. Children, in the previous chapter you have studied about the Constituent Assembly, how the Constitution was framed, then about the universal adult franchise, all the preambles, all the points of the preamble, how the people are elected in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, all these things you have studied. But who is getting it conducted? So, how are they how they are elected, that is through elections, and about what is the name of the body who is conducting the election, that is Election Commission. So, meaning and significance of the elections. First we are going to study about that. An election is an organized process in which people vote to choose the persons who shall represent them in parliament or the state legislature. Significance of election mean importance of elections. People elect members of parliament and state legislative assemblies. The elected members of parliament and state legislative assemblies elect the President of India. The Prime Minister and other ministers are appointed by the President. People exercise control over their representatives. Now you see, they may refuse to return to power a party which failed to deliver the goods which it had promised. Means if they have not kept up the promise, then they will be not returned to the power again. Elections are a means of protecting our freedoms and rights. In a true democracy, no one can complain that he has not got a chance to be heard. Now there are 3 types of elections. Now in that we will see there is general election, midterm election, by-election. You see, we may refer here to 3 types of elections. First, general elections. First general election on the basis of adult franchise was held in 1952. This was a simultaneous election both for the Lok Sabha and all the legislative assemblies. Therefore, it was known as general election. Elections to the Lok Sabha continued afterwards. It was continued to be called as general election. Then what is by-election? By-election is held to choose a member of the Lok Sabha or that of the state legislature to replace a previous member who has resigned suddenly or died. A member elected in a by-election holds membership only for the unexpired term of the House. Midterm election. The Lok Sabha or the State Assembly may be dissolved before its term is over. As a result, a midterm poll is required to constitute a new House. Now there are 2 types of elections, direct election and indirect election. Kinds of elections. There are 2 types of election, direct election. Direct election is one in which the voters directly choose their representatives to the legislatures. Members of the Lok Sabha in India are directly elected by all the people who have the right to vote. Likewise, members of the state legislative assembly, that is Vidhan Sabha, are directly elected by the people of the state concerned. Member of the local bodies, Gram Panchayat and municipal corporation, etc. are also directly elected by the voters. Now we will come to study about the indirect election. An indirect election is one in which the voters do not directly elect their representatives to the legislatures or head of the state, that is the president, but elect an intermediate body which finally proceeds to elect the representatives or the president, as the case may be. A few examples of indirect election are the members of the Rajya Sabha, the members of the State Legislative Council, that is Vidhan Parishad, the President of India and the Vice President of India. Till here we have seen how the elections are conducted. Now we are going to study about the Election Commission. It is a body which is conducting the whole process of election. The management of elections, that is all the technical preparations and declaration of election results, are the tasks of the Election Commission. Composition and organization of the Election Commission. First we will see appointment. The Chief Election Commissioners are appointed by the President. Then term of office and conditions of service. The Chief Election Commissioner or an Election Commissioner shall hold office for a term of 6 years. The Chief Election Commissioner and other commissioners are paid a salary equal to the salary of a judge of the Supreme Court, means they are highly paid. Then independence of the Election Commission. First, the Chief Election Commissioner shall not be removed from the office except in like manner as a judge of the Supreme Court. Second, the conditions of service of the Chief Election Commission shall not be varied to his disadvantage after his appointment. Then third, the Election Commission has complete control over the staff on election duty. By this we come to the end of this chapter. Thank you.